Welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and this is Beth's Bookish Reviews. And today I want to do an update on the books I want to finish for my DIY literature degree for the Romance Regency era. So I have read the 6 novels by Jane Austen, the 6 full-length novels. And there are some non-fiction and some poetry and a few other things that I would like to read. So let's start with Mary Shelley. Now I understand that this was not published in, I don't think this one was published in the Regency era. Yeah, I think it was published later, but I want to read Maurice or The Fisher's Cot. I started this and then never got back to it. So I would like to read that. I'll have to start over because I don't remember anything. So the next thing, speaking of Mary Shelley, I would also like to read Romantic Outlaws, which is The Extraordinary Lives of Mary Wollstonecraft and Mary Shelley. And this is by Charlotte Gordon. The little, whatever that's called, blurb, I guess. A mother and daughter who changed not only the way we think, but the way we are. So, I would like to read this. If something happens that I can't get to this, then I will put it on my Mary Shelley May TBR in the new year. But, who knows? So, back to Jane Austen. I have a couple more books that I think we're going to read for the 250th birthday celebration. And let me pull up Anne from In Search of Wonders video so that I can pull up her little help, the page that's got all that on there, because I've printed that out but I don't know where it is. We got to go way back. Okay. Okay, right here. So, excuse me if it starts.
Hello.
Okay. So, anyway, she and Charlene at Coffee and a Book are hosting this 250th birthday celebration on YouTube. And let's see, I'll do this one. Oh, I have not reread Northanger Abbey. That is next in November. So I will be reading that by Jane Austen. I have read it once, but we're going to reread it again this year. So I plan to read A Jane Austen Christmas, Regency Christmas Traditions, Jane Austen Christmas, and then Lady Susan. Those are in December. Lady Susan is a short story, I would call, or novella. I would also like to do the Jane Austen devotional, and I'm not sure. Oh, it's quite lengthy. But, even if I don't get to all of them, I could always start over another time. So, I would like to get to that. The next thing I want to address is I still need to read poetry from my anthology. So some of the poets that I would like to pay particular attention to is, let me get to the beginning of the Romantic period. Okay, that's still not the, okay. So I think I would like to read at least one from all of them. So you have people like Charlotte Smith, and they may be short stories in here too, but I just want to mention these authors. Mary Robinson, William Blake, Robert Burns, Mary Wollstonecraft. I'd like to read her Vindication of the Rights of Woman. William Wordsworth. I have read some of his, but I'd like to read some more. Dorothy Wordsworth, Thoughts on My Sickbed. I would like to read that one. Sir Walter Scott has a couple of things in here. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Charles Lamb, Lord Byron, Percy Bysshe Shelley, John Keats, Letitia Elizabeth Landon, and you know, there may be others, and I may not be able to get to all of those, but I would like to read a good deal of those and just you know, write down my thoughts on maybe some characteristics that they have in common. I would like to read, and I don't know why this sticker is on here, but I'm afraid to tear it off. I got part of it off. But I have two books by Frances Burney. I believe there is one called Cecilia that I have in the other room, but I want to read Camellia. I think it's on this Celebrating Jane Austen. Yes, Cecilia. I want to read Cecilia by Frances Burney. Maria Edgeworth. I would like to finish my reading of Belinda. And I would also like to read Lenora. Oh, I also have by Frances Burney, Evelina. I would like to read it. And like I said, I am probably not going to get to all of these before the year is out, but I would like to read some more romance writers. I would love to read and finish. I would have to start over because I don't remember any of this. Mad Mary Lamb, and this is by Susan Tyler Hitchcock. And though she though it wasn't written in the Romance period, this person is somebody from the Romance period. And then I know that in October, for the 250th Jane Austen birthday celebration, we are reading The Mysteries of Udolpho. So I will definitely get to that one. I would also like to read Anne Radcliffe's The Romance of the Forest, and maybe The Italian. So I also would like to read some critiques on Jane Austen, some discussions on Jane Austen, maybe watch some videos about Jane Austen, and just maybe even some other writers from the Romance period. I want to make sure that not just their work am I watching and reading, but also things people said about them. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Those are some of the books that I would like to read before the end of the year. For instance, in November, I could bring out Mad Mary Lamb because it's nonfiction, and I could bring out Romantic Outlaws. Those could be two of my nonfiction November books. I'm not sure what I'm going to feel like. I can always do another romance period for my literature degree, for my DIY literature degree. But these are just some of the things that I have been thinking about before the year is out, because in January, I'm going to start a whole new section of my degree, my literature degree. I use the air quotes because it's not really a literature degree that I'm going to get a degree from. It is just my personal study. And so, yes, I guess that is it. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, just click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.